A journey through Morocco, from desert dreams to mountain peaks. Imagine waking up to the sound of a camel's footsteps in the Sahara Desert, the sun peeking over endless golden dunes. As you rub the sleep from your eyes, you realize this isn't a dream. You're actually in Morocco, living an adventure most people only fantasize about. In this video, we're going to show you how to turn this dream into reality. We'll guide you through Morocco's top destinations, from the bustling Souks of Marrakesh to the peaceful blue streets of Chefchaouen. Are you ready to embark on the journey of a lifetime? Have you ever felt your heart race with excitement as you step into a world that seems straight out of a storybook? That's exactly what awaits you in Marrakesh, the vibrant heart of Morocco. Picture yourself standing in the middle of Jemaa El Fna Square, where the air is thick with the aroma of sizzling tagines and the sound of distant snake charmers fills your ears. As a traveler venturing into this sensory wonderland for the first time, you might feel a bit overwhelmed. The chaos of colors, sounds, and smells can be dizzying. How will you find your way through this labyrinth of excitement? Don't worry, that's all part of the adventure. Imagine wandering through the narrow alleys of the souk, where rainbows of spices are piled high in conical mounds. The vendors call out to you, offering everything from hand-woven carpets to intricate metalwork. Each stall is a treasure trove of Moroccan craftsmanship, telling stories of centuries-old traditions. But Marrakesh isn't just about the bustling markets. Did you know that this city was once a major trading hub along ancient caravan routes? Today, it seamlessly blends its rich history with modern charm. As you explore, you'll stumble upon hidden gems that transport you through time. Are you ready for a moment of tranquility amidst the excitement? Just when you think the sensory overload might be too much, Marrakech surprises you. Tucked away from the lively streets, you'll discover the Major El Garden, a blue oasis that feels like stepping into a painting. The striking cobalt blue structures contrast beautifully with lush greenery, creating a peaceful haven that's worlds apart from the busy Medina. As you sit by a serene pond in the garden, reflecting on your day, you might wonder what other wonders Morocco has in store for you. The spice-scented air of Marrakech lingers in your memory, but it's just the beginning of your Moroccan journey. As you leave the vibrant energy of Marrakech behind, a new adventure beckons. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to step into a living painting? That's exactly what awaits you in Chefchaouen, Morocco's enchanting blue pearl. Nestled in the rugged Rif Mountains, this small city is a world away from the bustling souks you've just experienced. Imagine turning a corner and suddenly being surrounded by a sea of blue. Every building, every street, every staircase is washed in shades of azure and indigo. It's as if the sky has melted and coated the entire city. But why blue? The answer might surprise you. As you wander through the winding alleys, you'll find yourself transported back in time. The tradition of painting everything blue dates back to the 1930s when Jewish refugees settled here. They brought with them the belief that blue represents the sky and heaven. Now, decades later, this unique custom has transformed Chefchaouen into a mesmerizing work of art. But Chefchaouen isn't just a pretty face. As you explore, you'll discover a rich tapestry of history and culture. Did you know that until 1956, this dreamy blue city was under Spanish rule? Listen closely, and you might hear snippets of Spanish mixed with Arabic in the streets, a lingering reminder of its complex past. The contrast between Chefchaouen and Marrakech couldn't be more striking. While Marrakech assaults your senses with its colors and chaos, Chefchaouen embraces you in a calm, blue embrace. It's a place where time seems to slow down, inviting you to pause and soak in the serene atmosphere. As you meander through the narrow streets, you'll stumble upon hidden gems at every turn. Artisan workshops tucked away in quiet corners showcase exquisite handicrafts. The air is filled with the soft rhythm of looms, weaving traditional wool garments and blankets. These aren't just souvenirs, they're pieces of Chefchaouen's living history. But Chefchaouen's beauty isn't confined to its streets. Look up and you'll see the majestic Rif Mountains framing the blue city like a painting. For the adventurous at heart, these mountains offer hiking trails with breathtaking views. Imagine standing atop a peak, looking down at the blue jewel of Chefchaouen nestled in the landscape below. As the day winds down, you might find yourself sitting in a quiet plaza, sipping mint tea and watching the changing light paint new shades of blue across the city. In this moment, you'll realize that Chefchaouen is more than just a destination. It's a mood, a feeling, a state of mind. As the soft blue hues of Chefchaouen fade into memory, a new palette emerges on the horizon. Can you feel the shift in the air? The gentle mountain breeze gives way to a warm, dry wind that whispers tales of vast expanses and ancient mysteries. You're about to trade the snug alleyways for an adventure that stretches as far as the eye can see. Welcome to the Sahara Desert. Imagine standing atop a sand dune taller than a 50-story skyscraper. That's exactly what awaits you at Erg Chebi, where golden dunes reach heights of up to 180 meters. As you begin your journey into this sea of sand, the bustling world you've known seems to melt away. The silence is almost deafening, broken only by the soft padding of camel hooves and the whisper of wind over the dunes. Your ultimate test begins as you mount your ship of the desert. Have you ever tried to balance on a camel as it lumbers across shifting sands? It's an experience that's equal parts exhilarating and humbling. As you sway with each step, you'll gain a newfound respect for the nomadic tribes who have mastered this art for centuries. Speaking of extremes, did you know the Sahara is a land of stark contrasts? By day, the sun beats down mercilessly, with temperatures soaring to a scorching 50 degrees Celsius. But as night falls, you might find yourself reaching for a warm blanket as the mercury plummets, sometimes even below freezing. It's in these harsh conditions that you'll discover your own resilience. But the Sahara isn't just an empty wasteland. Look closely, and you'll spot signs of life uniquely adapted to this unforgiving environment. Keep your eyes peeled for the elusive fennec fox with its oversized ears perfect for dissipating heat. Or marvel at the Saharan silver ant, scurrying across the hot sand at speeds that would make an Olympic sprinter jealous. As the day progresses, anticipation builds. What unforgettable moment awaits as the sun begins its descent? Prepare yourself for a spectacle that will leave you breathless. The setting sun paints the desert in a riot of colors, fiery oranges, deep purples, and rich golds that seem to set the very sand ablaze. It's a light show that puts even the most impressive fireworks display to shame. But the real magic happens after dark. Have you ever seen stars so bright you feel you could reach out and touch them? Far from city lights, the Saharan night sky comes alive with a dazzling display of constellations. As you lie back on the still warm sand, gazing up at this celestial masterpiece, you might feel smaller than ever before, and yet somehow more connected to the universe than you've ever been. As the starlit Saharan sky fades into memory, a new adventure beckons. Have you ever wondered what secrets lie hidden in the winding alleys of an ancient city? Your Moroccan journey is about to take an unexpected turn as we step into Fez, a place where time seems to stand still. Imagine walking through one of the world's largest urban pedestrian zones, where every twist and turn reveals a new wonder. The maze-like Medina of Fez El Bali challenges your sense of direction, but isn't that part of the thrill? As you navigate the narrow streets, the aroma of spices and leather fills the air, hinting at the treasures waiting to be discovered. Your first stop? The famous Chouara tanneries. Picture yourself standing on a nearby terrace, watching as artisans practice leather-making techniques that have barely changed in centuries. The colorful dye pits below create a mesmerizing patchwork, a stark contrast to the endless golden dunes you've left behind. But Fez isn't just about ancient crafts. Did you know this city is home to the world's oldest continuously operating university? As you approach Al-Qarawiyyin University, founded in 859 AD, you can almost feel the weight of knowledge in the air. Think about it. How many great minds have walked these same paths over the centuries? As you explore further, you'll find yourself surrounded by intricate mosaics and stunning architecture. The Al-Adarin Madrasa, with its breathtaking tilework and carved plaster, is a feast for the eyes. Can you imagine the skill and patience required to create such beauty? Fez is more than just a city, it's the beating heart of Moroccan culture. With a population of 1.1 million, each narrow street pulses with life and stories waiting to be told. From the rhythmic sound of copper being hammered in the metalworkers' quarter to the soft shuffling of scholars' feet in ancient libraries, every moment in Fez is a sensory experience. Don't forget to visit the Darbatha Museum, housed in a former palace. Here you'll find a treasure trove of Moroccan crafts, from intricate ceramics to beautiful textiles. Each piece tells a story of the city's rich artistic heritage. As the day winds down, you might hear the distant strains of music floating through the air. If you're lucky enough to visit during the Fez Festival of World Sacred Music, you're in for a treat. Imagine the ancient city coming alive with melodies from across the globe, each note echoing off centuries-old walls. As the enchanting melodies of Fez fade into the distance, a new challenge looms on the horizon. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to stand on the roof of North Africa? Your Moroccan adventure is about to reach new heights, literally, as we set our sights on the majestic Atlas Mountains. Picture yourself at the base of Mount Toubkal, the highest peak in North Africa. The air is crisp and thin, a stark contrast to the warm breezes of Fez. Your heart races with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Can you conquer this final test? As you begin your ascent, the landscape transforms before your eyes. Lush valleys give way to rugged terrain, and eventually snow-capped peaks come into view. Did you know the Atlas Mountains are home to over 250 bird species? Keep your eyes peeled for the rare Barbary macaque. You might spot one of these curious primates watching your progress. The climb is no walk in the park. Each step becomes a battle against gravity and your own doubts. Your muscles ache, and the thin air makes every breath a conscious effort. But with each meter gained, a sense of accomplishment grows. You're not just climbing a mountain, you're pushing your own limits. As you near the summit, the anticipation builds. What reward awaits at the top? Finally, after hours of grueling effort, you reach the peak of Toubkal. At 4,167 meters, 13,671 feet, you're literally on top of North Africa. The view that greets you is nothing short of breathtaking. Endless mountain ranges stretch out in every direction, their peaks piercing through a sea of clouds. In this moment, standing above the world, you realize how far you've come, not just in altitude, but as a traveler and as a person. The bustling Souks of Marrakesh, the blue alleys of Chefchaouen, the vast Sahara, and the ancient streets of Fez have all led to this point. Each experience has shaped you, preparing you for this ultimate test. As you begin your descent, your mind wanders to the incredible journey you've had. Morocco has challenged you, inspired you, and ultimately transformed you. You're not the same person who first stepped off the plane in Marrakech. You're stronger, more confident, and have a newfound appreciation for a culture so different from your own. As your Moroccan adventure draws to a close, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. Remember the wide-eyed traveler who first stepped into the chaos of Marrakech? Look at you now, a seasoned explorer who's conquered the Sahara and climbed North Africa's highest peak. Morocco has been more than just a destination. It's been a journey of self-discovery. Think about the challenges you've faced and overcome. Each experience, from haggling in the souks to navigating the maze-like medinas, has shaped you into a more confident and adaptable person. You've learned to embrace the unknown and find beauty in the unfamiliar. Now, as you prepare to return home, you carry with you not just souvenirs, but a new perspective on life. The vibrant colors, rich aromas, and warm hospitality of Morocco have left an indelible mark on your soul. You've seen firsthand how travel can transform you, joining the 86% of travelers who report personal growth from their adventures abroad. So, what's next on your travel bucket list? Will you explore the sun-soaked beaches of Cuba or embark on an epic road trip across the USA? Whatever you choose, remember this: the world is waiting, and you're now ready to embrace it with open arms. What undiscovered parts of yourself will you find on your next adventure? Thanks for watching and subscribe.